Election pits common sense in Donald Trump against lunacy in Kamala Harris. Just vote for Trump if you want to make sense. Unlike many voters who support candidates based on party affiliation, I have cast my ballot as an independent on multiple occasions, shifting between the Republican and Democratic platforms as the issues have demanded. We really do have a clear option in this election. Do you prefer a system where migrants can enter the country through the ports of entry, as our forefathers did, or an open border that lets another 10 million people, and who knows how many gotaways, in? What do you think of reports of immigrant youth robberies, assaults, rapes, and murders? Would you rather that the Freedom Fund continue to condone the repeated offenses committed by protesters and illegal immigrants? Is cutting police budgets the way you want crime rates to rise? Would you like it if the prospect of purchasing a home became nearly impossible due to skyrocketing energy, inflation, consumer, and loan rates? Over the course of Trump's 4 years in office, international tensions remained remarkably low. World War III is now looming on the horizon. Neither Trump nor Harris, nor even Republicans nor Democrats, are at the center of this race. You may either be crazy or use common sense. It is up to you to decide. One possible explanation for book removal decisions is liberal politics. As for the book ban, you've brought it up before and implied that certain novels are off limits due to their sexual content, citing 1984, To Kill a Mockingbird, and Roots as examples. Your progressive tendencies must have led you to that conclusion. No Republican, even a liberal one, could ever ban these books, in my opinion, as a constitutional conservative. But I can understand why a liberal Democratic librarian would want to put a ban on those books. The progressive's ideal society is an autocratic one, and the book 1984 warns against its perils. The other books take place in the historically democratic southern states, which is a period that progressives would probably like to see erased from history. Last but not least, you may report the librarian as politically progressive if she bans the books out of spite, which the naive public would interpret negatively. In conclusion, a librarian inclined to the left likely banned these books on purpose for political reasons. To Kill a Mockingbird mentions rape but does not provide a graphic description of the crime, hence, the book would be in violation of Iowa law if kept in a secondary school library. Does Brown consider these texts to be important, and if so, what makes him think that? Reviewers have panned A Court of Silver Flames because to its lots and plenty of graphic, all-out erotic sex, and minimal storyline. Push, discussing incestuous child rape in graphic detail. Genderqueer features graphic novel or comic book depictions of oral sex on a dildo, a woman's blood-soaked legs as seen from the toilet, a sanitary napkin covered in dried blood particles, and a mention of a visit to the studio for a sadist-masochist website. Genderqueer is clearly a mature adult book, as the author herself has acknowledged. I remember when the libraries of my local school system had all of these books.